These are so far gone that it hurts to even look at these things. Alright, I'm back at it again out here. Gonna be messing with some brakes and some control arms on our 04 V70R today. Nothing spectacular about this job, just sort of fiddle fucking around with getting control arm bushings and brakes done, you know, because I needed to get every red cent out of these guys all the way up until there's pretty much nothing left. You can see the size of the lip on the rotor and the knot size of the pads that are on this thing. So we'll be messing with this pretty good today. If I zoom in here, you can see how bad these bushings separated on the control arms, which is causing some excess tire wear. Once we get those off the car, I'll show you hopefully how to press these out and put some new ones back in there. Alright, so we can start off with just doing some basic stuff here. I know since I'm going to be changing out the rotors, I'm not going to need to just do a pad slap on this thing. But the first step to, I guess, pad slapping the thing, if you were going to do that, is to get these pins out of the brake caliper. In order to get those out, you'll either need some sort of a center punch, or in my case, just kind of a screw that fits that I can just beat on. So I'm going to beat those out of there just to kind of give you a quick show on how to get these out of here. And there they are. So these are relatively loose. The only thing that's applying tension to these is this spring clip. And once I get that off there, these things should slide right the heck out of the bores. Now, it's been quite a number of years since I looked at these things. Actually, I haven't looked at these things since we owned the car. You can see both of them are pretty beat up. It would probably be a good practice to take these out and lubricate them, or even replace them. I'm sure these spring clips eventually lose their springy dingy dinginess and go bad, so it may be easier to just replace them as a whole instead of servicing them, cleaning them up, lubing them and everything. Either way, just a random little thing to check. As you can see, they once were polished. Holy shit. So after a little bit of a battle, we got the brake pads and brake rotor off of the car. You can see that there's really nothing left of these brake pads. The problem is they haven't been serviced in probably forever at this point. So the pad did not want to come out of the brake caliper, and luckily the rotor wanted to come off without too much of a headache. Just the 10mm bolt, retaining bolt, and everything came apart. So now all we got to do, we're going to wire brush and clean up the wheel hub, anti-seize, and apply some nice brake lubricant to the contact points for the brake pad itself, and to some of the hardware, like the pins and any contact points with the spring. So here we have our nice shiny new brake discs. These ones are a Melee Platinum unit. There's no grease on the surface. The whole surface is actually plated so that you don't get the rust and corrosion that you normally get. So these are going to look nice for at least a little while, until everything goes back to winter around here, and hopefully stay looking nice for at least more than 1 year, like the standard issue steel hat non-coated rotor. So these are going to go back on, and we'll show everything when it gets all back together. Alright, got everything back together. Everything's looking pretty good. Got everything lubricated and made sure everything is torqued down. Now all we got to do is put the wheel back on. I won't get into bleeding the brakes right now, but look forward to that in part 2. Also, there's going to be another subsection on replacing the control arm bushings, which I also was not able to get to because the sky is looking pretty crappy right now. On to the next adventure, I say. Thanks for watching.